Good morning, my dear students. Pragati Chaudhary. So
Yes, sir.
it's audible. Come in video mode.
Yes, sir.
I'm audible.
So, yeah, you're audible.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Then in today's class, I want to take further more points on this compensation fourth unit. That is determining external competitiveness and benefit management. So you know already how we should do competitive as compared to others. Why we should do competitive. What is the use of that? For a purpose to being an competitive leader or manager in any MNCs or any companies. Take an example. What are the skills those are required? How we should improve our skills? KSAs, that is knowledge, skills, and abilities. So depend on all these KSAs. Okay, we need to improve our particular knowledge. Okay, so by observing, by experimentation, okay, by uh, listening, by reading, okay, uh, depend on these all points, you should be competitive. So depend on by doing some any inventions as per the need of the organization. Okay, so you need to be invent, innovative, and being an one of the competitive person in the organization, you have to follow the research. If you are having any research mind, no doubt, then there is no any competitors for you. Continuous research plays a very important role. That's why you need to determine the external competitiveness, who are those, and how to take that as a benefit, and how you are going to manage yourself. That's coming into the meaning of competitiveness. And definition of competitiveness already discussed in last class. No need to discuss in the today's class. Next point, external competitiveness refers to pay relationship, completed already. How we should control those costs, and how to attract and retain the existing staff to the organization. Okay, then what are those control costs, and how to attain and retain, attract the employees. Then what shifts external competitiveness already discussed. Labor market factors discussed already. How labor market work, that is also labor demand is also. And in today's class I want to discuss about the marginal product. It is very important again for your exam point of view. Okay, I will ask again 3 mark question. What is that marginal product is? Diminishing marginal productivity results from the fact that each additional employee has a progressively smaller share of the other factors of production with which to work for the purpose to grow or work in the organization. Okay, progressively a smaller share of the other factors of the production of an each employee or worker is that is needed. So depend on that. Okay, in the short term, other factors of production, example office space, number of computers, telephone lines, okay, are already fixed one. So how we are going to take use of those particular products as more business graduates are brought into the firm without changing other production factors, the marginal productivity must eventually decline. So what's that then, by analyzing that marginal product, what that marginal revenue is? Marginal revenue is the money generated by the sales of the marginal product, whatever the revenue or what are the income you will generate by selling those marginal products. Okay, that is what marginal revenue is. The additional output from the employment of the additional person. Therefore, the employer will continue to hire graduates until the marginal revenue generated by the last hire is equal to the costs associated with employing that graduate. Okay, as compared to when you recruited last or to what you hired last, and what is the requirement now, and how you are going to uh, fulfill those needs. Okay, those are coming under this marginal revenue only, because other potential costs will not change in the short term. The level of demand that maximized profits is that level at which the marginal revenue of the last hire is equal to the wage rate for that hire. What are the wages rates are there before? So on the basis of that only, that was the cost to the hire. Manager using the marginal revenue product model must do only two things, and those are determine the pay level set by market forces, as per according to the market forces. Okay, what are the pay levels are there? Okay, they need to follow that. Second one, determine the marginal revenue generated by each hire or each new one hire. They should analyze that. Okay, as an recruiter. So this will tell the manager how many people to hire on the basis of that particular cost. Then next one is the model provides a valuable analytical framework, no doubt, but it oversimplifies the real world. In most organizations, it is almost impossible to quantify the goods or services produced by an individual employee, how much you are going to produce after hiring each and every individual, how they are going to produce their particular goods. You need to quantify that particular goods. Sometimes it becomes impossible to identify that also, but your major duty is to, for a purpose to give them better compensation, you need to quantify that. So neither the marginal product nor the marginal revenue is directly measurable. So on the basis of that, you can analyze or measure the and directly what is that marginal revenue or marginal products are. However, if compensable factors define what organizations value, then job evaluation reflects the job contribution, okay, and may be viewed as a proxy for marginal revenue product. If you're aware about that, the contribution by the each candidate, what you hired already, new candidates, okay, that may be the one of the major marginal revenue by your particular product. Then what is it exactly the labor supply is? You know, labor supply is availability of the labors to run that any business in the organization. So by analyzing a labor supply, you need to analyze that what is the demand to the labor, means what are their expectations, what kind of particular wages they are already taking now, okay, what is the total market condition, okay, everything. So depend on that, as per according to your situation, your revenue, okay, your rules and regulations and objectives, you need to analyze that labor supply, and you need to inform to the management, and you need to take work from them. This model assumes that many people are seeking jobs, no doubt, because of COVID, there is no any jobs now. So that they possess accurate information about all job openings, and that no barriers to mobility, like any discrimination, licensing provisions, or any union membership requirements among job exits. If unemployment rates are low, take an example, okay, offers of higher pay may not increase supply. So this is one fact. So everyone who wants to work is already working. If competitors quickly match a higher offer, the employer may face a higher pay level but no increase in supply. They may give any higher in the salary, but they are not going to increase the supply of our by. They are not going to interest to hire any new employees to their organization. Okay, so here the quality of work, one who are having such a kind of quality of work, having such a kind of experience, for them there is a demand, so there is a supply also. There are some pay policies alternatives are there with respect to all that compensation. Then with respect to the pay level, okay, what you are giving them by taking who is doing such a kind of work, one who is going to finish their work within the time, whether they meet that particular organization's needs or no, okay. then one who is going to following those all. Okay, depend on that. Okay, where there is a lead situation or lag, or again lead lag situations are there, depend on that. Okay, pay policy alternatives are dependent. Okay, so to lead, what to lead about the, if you lead the market, your pay structure like in salary ranges or any midpoints are targeted to better or higher than the competition. That should be either mid or higher than the your competitors. Means that kind of particular pay system you need to give that to your employee. That is what to lead. That should be targeted to better midpoint or higher than the competitors, a competition. Okay, to meet for the purpose to finish any work within the time, then what kind of particular pay levels or alternatives you need to give to your employee. That is, to lag the market is to provide less in midpoints than the proverbial going rate, whatever rate is going on. Okay, that should be provide less than to the midpoints. That is to meet. So for to meet means here the costs are what you are going to here you are going to cost oriented manager. They are going to take more work from them, and they are not going to give more particular any facilities like that. So to follow a conscious strategy, many choose to pin their market competitiveness to a certain calendar date, either the first of the year, midway, or the end. Their goal is to position themselves to either lead or lag the market as of that target date, which means that their competitive situation would fluctuate before and after for the purpose to follow as per their particular income. Okay, that particular pay level is going to fluctuate. Okay, that is not going to fix. Okay, before and also after that income also. Then next point is that is lead. If you want your pay structure to remain ahead of the market for the entire year, okay, as compared to 1 month, from 1 month to up to all 12 months, okay, you need to be one of the head, means you need to contribute yourself in good salary to all. Then a certain it includes that is certain industries, skilled workforce, limited labor pool, etc. You peg your midpoints to be competitive throughout. By targeting the end date like December 31st, you will stay ahead of the game even as the market slowly catches up. You will lead the market for both the first and second 6 months of the year. Then lag policy on the opposite scale. This is totally opposite to the lead. That is, uh, if you are satisfied to remain behind the market for the complete fiscal year, fiscal means that monetary fiscal policy is different and monetary policy is different. What is that fiscal policy, Dhanasri Navrekar? Yes, Pragati Chaudhary. Yes, Saraswati. Saraswati Kurni.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me, what do you mean by fiscal policy and monetary policy?
No idea, sir.
Okay, Rohin,
Yes, sir.
what are the
So the
fiscal policies?
yes, sir. So fiscal policies are the rules and the regulations made by the government. Like we can say the inflation is going up, going down. Deflation will be there. Tax.
Yeah.
They apply taxes for by the government to the
What they're
individuals.
going to
That
collect the
was
tax
all
from the
taxes from the people.
yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a physical policy, sir.
fiscal, not physical. Fiscal, FISCAL.
Fiscal. Yes, sir. FISCAL. Yes, sir.
FISCAL fiscal policy means what are the rules and regulations are there by the government to collect the taxes from the all the job holders. That's coming under the fiscal policies for the purpose to collect such a kind of amount as in the form of tax. What are the rules and regulations they're going to frame? That is coming under the fiscal policy. Monetary policies are as per
Yes, sir.
the Reserve Bank of India.
Policy. Yes, sir.
what they're going to frame,
adopted
how
by
they're
the
going to-
monetary
how-
authority.
Yes, how they're going to adopt. Okay, what are the rules and regulations they frame in the form of that particular, all the rules and regulations only with respect to the Reserve Bank of India. Other particular banks they need to follow. Okay, this is what that is coming in with the monetary policy. So here, so lag on the opposite side. If you are satisfied about the whatever behind the market for the complete fiscal year. Fiscal year means what you already paid that particular taxes that year, including all to the March. Certain industries, less skilled workforce, abundant labor pool, affordability issues, etc. You peg your pay structure to be a competitive, means that should be matched only for one day, the first of the year. From January 2nd onwards, your structure then slips behind the market, falling ever further all the way through the December up to December 31st. You will lag the first 6 months and even more so for the second 6 months also. Then lead lag, that is a common practice is to be split the differences because you are not too worried over 6 months of slippage. So you peg your structure to July 31st. You will then lead the market for the first 6 months, then lag the market by accepted, that is up to the amount of their second 6 months. So this is what about the lead, lag, and lead lag positions. Then wage surveys. 5 wage surveys are very important as compared to other competitors, because without any survey, okay, your maybe your labors are not satisfied. Once you satisfied your labors, means you already surveyed about the wages given by the your competitors. So it makes a lot of differences, and you may get a good quality of work and more revenue, more units of production, good relationship to others. So it's very important. A wage survey is a systematic process of collecting and making judgments about the compensation paid by other employers. They provide the data for setting the pay policy relative to computation and translating the policy into pay levels and structures. So designing is also very important here. How you are going to design the survey, what methodology you are implementing, okay, in that particular which method is very good for you, and what are the particular sampling size you are going to take for your research. So on the basis of that, how you are going to inference that, and what are the findings are there. So depend on that findings, you need to suggest to the higher authority, take permission from the higher authority, and need to implement better particular wages to your workers who should be involved in the survey design. So here, as an HR managers are the major person involving in the survey design. Okay, it includes all questionnaires, what kind of questions are required. Okay, what are the particular, what kind of skills they are going to implement. Okay, on what particular amount or wages they are going to asking such kind of questions, and who are the major respondents for that. Okay, those all are very important. As an HR manager, they need to design very neatly. They need to ask very simple questions in their particular languages. How many employers should be involved? What I mentioned. Which job should be included? Who are the respondents? Okay. Which cadre you are taking? What information you need to collect? Okay. You need to mention in that very neatly. Then only it becomes very easy for you to implement for your organization. Nature of the organization is that is financial performance, size and structure. What kind of financial performance is there in this year? What is the size of that employees, and what are the structures are there? Then how much salary you are giving, and what is the total salary is there for your per year? Okay, how much amount is there to the only salary, everything, and what is your total income by all expenses? Okay, so you need to work on that. Then what is the nature of total compensation system? That should be in the form of cash forms used, non-cash forms used. Okay. For the purpose of that, what are the expenses again? You need to calculate and you need to maintain that and enter in the ledger. So incumbent and job, You need to mention that date of job and individual and what kind of particular pay structure you are giving them. Everything that should be in the form of neatly. So those are coming under the wage surveys. The next one is that is interpreting that survey results. That is what before going to wages result survey, you need to use that proper methods. Then you can influence on that particular results. In that, how you are going to interpreting those survey results. The first one is the policy on competitive position is translated into practice by pay policy lines. What are the pay policy lines are there? Okay, okay. By analyzing those all, okay, you need to identify that and you need to interpret in your lines. So you need to give that fix that particular policy lines to your organization. Second one, the use of grades or ranges recognizes both internal and external pressures on pay decisions. There are n number of pressures are there to the HR managers, maybe internally or externally. So on the basis of that, how you are going to recognize that employees and what kind of particular grades and ranges you are going to fix to the your employee, that is there up to you. So you need to fix as per according to the competitors. Third one, pay ranges permit the employers to value and recognize the differences with pay. Okay, it recognizes exactly employers about what are the ranges they are giving, then how they are giving, what is the difference between present what you are offering and what they are giving, everything. So by the survey, you can analyze that very systematically, and you can recommend as a higher authority, you can recommend to the your particular assistants to give such a kind of proper particular wages or survey or any say scale to your employee. Next is that is very important, that is pay
Excuse me,
policy
sir.
line. Pay policy line is nothing but it is an hierarchical policy.
Excuse me, sir.
Huh? Who is this?
Sir, this
Who
is
is this?
Brunali. Sir, this is Brunali.
Yeah, Mrunal, come in video mode.
Yes, sir.
Huh? Ask me.
Sir, the previous slide, sir, the nature.
Huh?
So I have one doubt. Like you said, the size of employees. What it means? Like, what kind of size of employee?
Size in the sense, take an example in your survey. Okay, you are going to take that any employees size, like how many employees are working under that. That is the employee size, number of employees. Number
So
of
means
employees
number
is the
of
size.
employees is a size.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Number of employees. Maybe in your project
Yes, sir.
also. Okay, sampling size you are going to take sampling size. Okay, sampling size
Yes,
should
sir.
be always that is in the form of number of employees.
Okay. The
Got it?
size means the number of employees in the organization.
Yeah, yeah. That is size. Means how much the company's total employees are there. In general, that is the employee
Yes.
size.
Okay, sir.
Sampling
Thank you,
size.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You got it or no?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Huh?
Yes, sir, I got it.
Yes.
Yes, I got it, sir.
Okay, okay. Then next one is that is pay policy line. That is how they are paying to the other particular all the employees. Okay. Then what's that exactly the line? Depend on their cadre, depend on their position, depend on their experience. Okay. You need to do such a kind of mathematical expressions that describes the relationship between a job pay and its evaluation points. How you are going to evaluate them. Okay, depend on their experience, depend on their knowledges, their abilities, depend on their cadre, what you are giving them. So depend on that, you need to, again, you need to pay grades also. Pay grades are grouping jobs of similar worth or content together for any pay administration purposes. Range speed is the distance between minimum to maximum amounts in a pay grades. And what are the benefits by giving such a kind of particular pay grades and pay lines to the worker? One is employee benefits are that part of the total compensation package other than pay for time worked, provided to employees in whole or in part by employer payments. Example, benefits like life insurance to the worker, pension plans, worker compensation and vacation plans, whatever need to give them. Then second one is Benefits are the programs an employer uses to supplement employees' compensation, such as paid time off, medical insurance, company car, and more. Employee benefits are optional. Non-wage compensation also provided to employees in addition to their normal wages or salaries. These types of benefits may include group insurance like health insurance, dental insurance, vision, life, etc., disability income protection, retirement benefits, daycare, then tuition reimbursement, sick leave, vacation that is in the form of paid and non-paid. So funding of education as well as flexible and alternative work arrangements also you need to maintain that benefits to the worker. Then benefits are forms of value other than payment that are provided to the employees in return for the contributions to the organization, that is for doing their job. Some benefits such as unemployment and workers compensation are federally required. That is, workers compensation is really a worker's right rather than a benefit. That is legally okay. We as an employer of the organization, they need to give all these benefits to the worker. Prominent examples of benefits are insurance, like what I mentioned: medical insurance, life insurance, dental insurance, disability insurance, unemployment insurance, and worker compensation. Also, those are coming under the all the insurances. Vacation pay, holidays pay, and maternity leave contributions to retirement, like any pension pay, gratuity. Okay, take an example of any PF. Okay, profit sharing, then stock options and bonuses. Okay, some people would consider profit sharing, stock options, and bonuses as a form of compensation. So that's depend on whatever I'm mentioning here now, benefits. Those are depend on what kind of company is that. Okay, what are the facilities they mentioned already in the time of the registration. Okay, so depend on yearly revenue. Okay, then what kind of particular pay level they are giving to their worker. Okay, which particular pay scale they are giving to their worker as compared to the competitors. Okay, what are the particular acts they are following to their organization, already implemented to their organization. Then what are the cases, whether they are implemented those all files or no as per the standard it is. So depend on those all points. Okay, all companies, they need to follow the benefits to the workers. Then benefits determination process, here it's very how you are going to determine that particular all the benefits from one organization to another organization, and those are very important. The process involves the following steps. That is, the first one is, what is expected from the benefits? What are the expectations? What kind of benefits they are expecting? Okay, you need to analyze that. Appropriate mix of benefits along with the all the benefits. What are the any additional appropriate mix of benefits you are giving to the worker, and how much you are going to provide all those particular benefits to the workers? Which employees should be given benefits? Okay, then what is received in return for benefits? These all are the questions. So on the basis of these all, in the time of audit, you need to give answers as an employer of the organization. Then what are the strategic reasons for offering benefits? Why we should give such a kind of particular offers to the workers? What are the strategies you need to implement, and why? What is the reason behind that, for the purpose to offer such a kind of benefits to the worker? It helps to attract the new employees also, for the purpose to retain same employees to the organization, and elevate the image of the organization with employees and other organizations, for the purpose to maintain that brand loyalty. Okay, for the existing staff and the new employees, and to other organizations also. Okay, for the purpose to show that your standardity and increase job satisfaction by all the employees. Okay, these are the major reasons. Okay, you need to offer some benefits to your particular workers. Then next point is, that is, what are the advantages of compensation and benefits? Why you should give that? Okay, by giving such a kind of compensation and benefits to your worker. Okay, what are the major advantages to the employees as well as to the organization? A well-designed compensation and benefits plan helps to attract, motivate and retain talent in the firm, no doubt. That is a well designed compensation, okay, and benefits plan will benefit the boutique in the following ways. It increases the job satisfaction of the employees. The employees would be happy with their jobs and would love to work for if they get fair rewards in exchange of their services. Second one is motivation. No doubt it will motivate to all workers to do more work. Then we all have different kinds of needs, no doubt. Okay, so some of us want money, so they work for the company which gives them higher pay. Some value achievement more than money. They would associate themselves with firms which offer greater chances of promotion, learning, and development. Instead of some people, they are going to motivate themselves not only by taking that money. Okay, some people they are happy with promotions and lifelong learning and self development in the skills like that by observing, by listening, by reading. Okay, a compensation plan that hits the workers needs is more likely to motivate them to act in the desired way. So next is low absenteeism by giving a proper compensation and benefits to the worker. Okay, there is no any more absenteeism by the workers. They will regular to the organization. Why would anyone want to skip the day and watch not so favorite TV programs at home? If they enjoy the office environment and are happy with their salaries and get what they need and want, then there is no any absenteeism. Then low turnover. Low turnover. Would your employees want to work for any other boutique if you offer them fair rewards which they thought they deserved? So there is no any more low turnover also. Those are the major advantages. Then what are the major advantages to the employees? Peace of mind, increased self-confidence, no doubt. And what is the value of benefits? What are the major value to the benefits by giving such a kind of particular benefits to the worker? That is coming into the value of benefits. 1 minute, I'll take your attendance. Value of benefits is nothing but it is the benefit given by employer to the worker by giving at the end of that particular benefit to the worker. What's the value of that particular benefits? Even as an employee also they need to analyze that, and an employer also they need to analyze that in the form of return. Okay, a total rewards approach to compensating employees is more than just salaries and bonuses. The human resources professional community has expanded how it defined the discipline generally known as compensation and benefits to rename its total rewards. What are the total rewards they are getting instead of total only compensation benefits? Okay, including bonuses, say, additional any extra work, say extra whatever rewards they are getting. Okay, the definition of compensation benefits was rather limited, mainly the perception of it to mean what you pay employees and the type of benefits such as medical coverage, income protection options, and vacation and sick time. What are the uh, major benefits you are giving them as in security? Okay, those all are the major value to the workers in the form of benefits. Then components of total rewards. What are the total rewards you are giving to the workers? What is the major components? Those are total rewards is a relatively new term coined by members of the human resource professional community and adopted by human resources associations, okay, especially all HR managers one who are working in any organization such as the Society for Human Resource Management and World at Work. And again, there are some associations are there like an association primarily for compensation professionals, one who are going to practice day by day to their organizations. Those all are the major components of total rewards. Those are practicing and they're giving such a kind of benefit to the workers. Like take an example in Infosys, they're giving more particular compensation. Okay, apart from this, Infosys, even in Reliance company also
Yeah.
they're giving more compensation. Who is this? Yashvina, please mute your speaker. Okay. Then even in HUL, they're giving more compensation. Okay. Like that, they all are believing if we give such a kind of any more rewards to the worker, no doubt even they are also happy and will get more benefit from the worker. One who are going to concentrate on more about the employees, okay, existing staff for the purpose to again retain them, to attract new particular employees. You need to give them more particular rewards, then only you can sustain in the business life. So this is what those are the major components. Those are coming into the total rewards. Formerly referred to as simply compensation and benefits, total rewards takes on a more creative and broad definition of the ways employees receive the compensation, benefits, perks, and other valuable options. If I'm going to take further more points, my question is there to the Mrunali. Mrunali, Misal, come in video mode. Mrunali, Misal, come in video mode. I have one
Yes, sir.
question. Come in video mode.
Yes, sir.
Come in video mode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the difference between bonuses, perks, and other rewards? What are those perks are? Because I already mentioned so many times in the class. That's why I'm asking you. What are the perks?
I'm not remember it now.
See, only asking question is not only the beneficial. Along with that,
Yes, sir. So I had doubts, so I asked
no,
you,
that's
sir.
correct. But you need to remember these all points. They will ask in the exam because it is a major part
Yes,
in the
sir.
compensation. Bonuses, perks,
Yes, sir.
okay, any rewards they'll ask. But you, without knowing the meaning of that perks, then how it is possible to remember?
Yes, sir. So I'll go through it.
Please go through that. Okay, work on that and
Yes, sir.
try to improve that. Even you don't know as an MBA student, again I am telling you, don't ask me silly questions because you don't know employee size, you don't know sampling size, then it becomes very difficult.
So I know sampling size. I
No,
asked
the
you, sir.
thing
You
is,
said
it
that
is these
employee
are silly.
size.
No,
So I
no, I'm
got
not.
confused.
I'm not commenting that. Very silly questions.
So I had doubts, so I asked you.
No, as an MBA student, ask questions.
Okay, so I'll not ask
Be
henceforth.
practical. Be practical and ask questions like an MBA student.
Yes, sir. Henceforth, I will
Asking
not
very
ask, sir.
simple question. What is the meaning of that perks? Okay.
Yes, sir.
As an to the MBA faculty, ask like as an MBA question, very in depth and very knowledgeable. Then only there is a meaning. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So depend on these all points. Okay. Total rewards includes everything employees perceives to be a value resulting from the employment relationship. Small businesses and again large corporations like, okay, how they are giving affected by the economy and thus are quick and to devise more creative and less costly options to reward employees. So in generally, for example, under the old